Hello everyone, my name is Arco and welcome back to another MonsterArts review. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the one and only SHIN Godzilla in his orthochromatic version. So this guy came in as sort of a surprise. We had the -1 Goji release a couple of weeks ago, and now this guy released. I've been hearing not such good things about this guy, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. So, without further ado, let's take this guy out and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have SHIN Godzilla. And I gotta say, he looks okay. Honestly, I expected a lot worse. From sort of like promotional pictures all the way to the actual product. One thing to note about this guy is he pretty much has no color whatsoever. I'm pretty sure all of him was sculpted in that singular sort of charcoal black, and it doesn't look bad. I think it kind of fits him. It's definitely a change of pace compared to the usual red. Whoops. The usual red that he comes with. I already dented the box. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie daisies. I dented the box. Oh no. What am I gonna do? Yeah, this guy looks pretty darn cool. Like, again, his tail is also gigantic. Still probably one of the longest SH Figuarts tail out there. He looks really, really nice. I don't mind the way that he looks. The paint job is actually not bad whatsoever. It's, well, on the tail a little bit. They definitely could have done a lot better. But just to kind of... So here we have the SHIN Godzilla orthochromatic version. And here we have the regular fourth form SHIN Godzilla. Is it me or is he taller? I think... No, they're the same height. So here we have both of them side by side. One thing to note about this guy is that he never closes his mouth completely. So that is something to note about the figure. Don't know why they did it like that, but he doesn't. In the movie, he did close his mouth, but it's fine. He looks okay. Like, so, for example, this guy is more of a translucent sort of material. This guy is completely solid. I don't think there is any, like, actual black paint going through it. He's like wobbly. Well, they're both wobbly. They both look really good. Now, just to kind of compare these two, so this is more of the regular color scheme that he has throughout the entire movie, besides the purplish stuff, and this is more of an exaggerated black and white coloring to sort of showcase how he looked in the orthochromatic version. So I just popped out his jaw. Don't know if that was supposed to come off easily, but it did. So be careful with the jaw. Just pulling it upwards is going to cause issues from the looks of it. Interesting. Do you do that? You do that. Okay, never mind. So both of these have issues with the jaw. I did not know that. But no, I like it. It's an okay color, I guess. There is not a lot of detail to this figure, so we can just already kind of tell. The sculpt really resonates really well with the translucent red plastic that they have going on. And with the coloring, the black and white coloring, it doesn't really function that well. So it just feels like any type of regular Godzilla that you'll see here and there. There is like a very nice white grayish wash throughout some areas. In this instance, they actually painted underneath the tail, which sometimes might actually not be the case with a lot of SH MonsterArts. The tail is beautifully painted. Not really, but it's painted enough. The dorsal fins are painted beautifully, in my opinion. I think that's actually the best thing out of this Godzilla, the way that the dorsal fins are painted. And also the cracks, they really got that paint in there. I love this section right here. If there was more of this throughout the entire paint job and even the skin itself, it would have been a lot better. I would have loved to seen a white wash going throughout the entire figure. Very similar to how they did it right here on the chest. So the chest really does sort of showcase the ability that they can do, but that's pretty much everything in there. There's no other place that it has it on. It has it on the face or on the head, but the head, they did a sloppy job with it. Doesn't really work that well. And yeah, they have it on the sort of like the gills on the side as well. The nails are painted okay. There are some parts I didn't know that he had like little claws in. He has like extra claws in his hands, and also his feet have extra claws as well. Very different, to say the least. Now, I don't know why I bought this. I actually had this pre-order way before the regular Godzilla, the regular Shin Godzilla that I got on auction. So I just never canceled this pre-order because I was like, why not? Let's make a review about it. It's a very interesting release, especially with the way that they've been doing kind of like recolors and reissues and all that kind of stuff. It's very interesting how they're doing their modeling right now. I don't know what it is. This guy does not want to stand straight. I guess that's always been like that. So yeah, like we all know about his articulation. He can look down about that far, which is actually one of his bigger strengths. He can look down all the way, which is amazing. He can swivel side to side a little bit with the torso. His neck is pretty well jointed. We saw his face. He can open it up pretty decently, not gonna lie. The arms, you can T-pose if you wanted to. He can put them down like that and rotate them 360 degrees, I think. No, actually, yes, you can. So you can rotate them 360 degrees depending on the arm, or both arms. They're both on ball joints. This one doesn't have an issue with the hands from the looks of it, which is really good. My original one did. Legs, kick forward about that far. You see the Toho right here. It is technically not a reissue. It's a recolor, so it has the 3 dots on there, kicking backwards about this far. Double jointed knee, or a single jointed knee from the looks of it. Foot swivel, foot pivot, and the tail is beautifully done, as we all know with Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla probably has one of the better tails out there of any Godzilla that has been released. So yeah, this is gonna be quite a short video. I'm gonna go straight into my final thoughts right here. It's an okay release. If you don't have a Shin Godzilla, then this is the one to go with right now if you like the black and white. That is, if you like the black and white. If you don't like it, then I would say just wait for a reissue one day, if there ever is a reissue. If there isn't, then this guy might still be quite readily available, because I've not seen it sell out in US websites, especially for how expensive he is. He's like $150. That is expensive. Yeah, he's okay. I like the paint job. I'm very much a fan of him, but they definitely could have pushed it a lot more than they actually did with this figure. So overall, I'm gonna give this figure a 7 out of 10. Mostly because the paint job. The paint job seems lacking. The dorsal fins are great, but everything else seems lacking. The tail seems like sloppily done. The chest, I wish they would have continued with the chest paint and pretty much everywhere else. I understand that that's not how he really works in the movie, but come on, just get excited. Like just get creative with it. I know Tamashii Nations and Bandai like taking creative liberties with their figures sometimes, so if they would have done that, it would have been perfect. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time I have for you guys today. Quite a short video for today, because it is just a re-review or sort of like a revisit to the Shin Godzilla model that we've already looked at before. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.